Well, and you make a great point. You come through the qualifier, next thing you know, you've got a really tough seed in DJ Young and Jay Devilliers to face off against. But that's not a bad way to start, getting the first point on the board.
Yeah, I like them being aggressive early. You know you're playing against a very good team. You need to get some cheap points any way that you can.
Side out. Zero, 1, 1. Second serve.
Second serve now for Jay Devilliers.
Yeah, just clipping the tape on that third shot drive attempt.
Side out.
Ryan Gilbert now to serve. There's some athleticism from Gilbert.
Second serve.
Yeah, great reflexes by Devilliers to stay in that point, but the Gilbert brothers looking to do a little bit of their own shake and baking early today. That is when one player poaches off the initial drive.
Side out.
Looks like Ryan Gilbert going for a little misdirection speed up.
0, 1, 1. Point.
Yeah, especially if they're going to be stacking and, you know, unwinding the stack there. Important to get some good depth on those returns. Just was a little late coming forward because of the quality of the return.
Second serve. One, 1, 2. Side out.
Still trying to just get settled. Are Jay Devilliers, DJ Young. 1-1 now. Getting his head out of the way. Gilbert doing a nice job.
Yeah, I mentioned, you know, Eric Gilbert, especially the one time I played against him, was very impressed with his counter punching. Good attack there by DJ Young, but that came back in a hurry.
Second serve.
Like the idea there by Ryan Gilbert. Very athletic move. Almost got his team the point there. Good idea.
Trying to put some extra sauce on that one.
3, 1, 2. Side out.
Plenty of put away power there from Devilliers. Young and Devilliers still just kind of getting their footing here. Struggling with the soft game early. We'll see if they can kind of make the adjustment and find their rhythm.
Unreal.
Oh, that point had a little bit of everything. It started with the Gilbert brothers having some confusion on whether they were going to stack or not. Ryan Gilbert comes with a circus shot, but Young able to go around the post for the win.
Eric finding a nice speed up location.
Yeah, excellent little backhand flick there right into the body of Young.
2, 3, 2.
Make it 3-3.
Yeah, I think a slight shot selection error there by Eric. He wasn't able to be offensive, and so he probably would have been better off just pushing that ball back deep
to Devilliers where he couldn't have been hurt.
The tweener.
Side out.
And Jay took it away from his partner, and he knows it. He's like, man, I'm sorry.
Ryan Gilbert so far has had some
3-3-1.
Houdini, little look what I found shots that are converting for him early here.
Second serve.
Here's a look back at that tweener.
3-3-2.
Beautiful footwork. Oh, he skipped it.
Side out.
The threat of Jay was enough.
Yeah, I think Eric Gilbert waited as long as he could for that angle to open up. I'm just not sure that it did.
3-3-1. Point.
Not sure what happened on this one here.
4-3-1.
Looks like his foot was in the kitchen as he made contact with the ball there.
Point.
Let that ball go just wide. 5-3 now for the number 6 seed.
5-3-1.
The outstretched arm of Jay Devilliers covering the backside.
Time in. 6-3-1.
Jay Devilliers will start again with our serve. It is 6-3 on the first.
Point.
Showing off some hand speed on both sides.
Yeah, and I think the length and just the committing to the lean that Devilliers is known for is really being problematic right now for the Gilbert brothers.
Second serve.
Nice volley there by Eric Gilbert.
Point. 8-3-2. Point.
Yeah, Ryan Gilbert's just had a few too many short returns here. He's gonna need to focus a little bit more on depth so that they can get into more of these kitchen points.
Side out.
Wow.
Don't even really know what I saw there. That was crazy. It looked like going for the Burt, where you earning from the other side off of a drive. Definitely a different sort of look there.
Uh-oh, and Eric's
Second
down.
serve.
His brother helps him up, and he appears to be okay.
Just kind of got his toe caught underneath of him.
3-9-2. Point. 4-9-2. Side out.
And a side out again for Devilliers and Young.
9-4-1. Second serve.
Yeah, the drive just set up just slightly too high from Devilliers there. Again, the Gilbert brothers are returning pretty short. They're going to need to get more depth if they want to avoid that third shot drive being a pattern.
So a side out yet again. Devilliers and Young still trying to figure out exactly how they're going to get to that kitchen line and play.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they've really found the best strategy or rhythm yet so far, but they still have the lead.
And a significant one at that. 9-5. Sometimes it's hard when you got somebody coming at you with a different style than you're used to. It kind of throws off your own rhythm.
Yeah, it's a fine line of how much do you just play your own game and how much do you adjust that for potential weaknesses of your opponents. Tough to do when you don't have much information.
Second serve. Point.
Yeah, it looked like Devilliers just wasn't quite sure exactly what he wanted to do with that ball. And appeared to be that indecision cost him a little bit.
Trying to crash in. He had a good look at it. It sat up high enough.
Yeah, certainly set himself up, just unable to convert on the finishing shot. I like the play, though. They were able to steal a few points back, being aggressive, and we'll see if that trend continues.
Okay, Ryan Gilbert with a slicing ATP.
Yeah, great court recognition to recognize that the ATP was going to open up. Really didn't panic, waited long enough, and a great shot.
Oh, DJ Young, doing DJ Young things.
Yeah, I don't know if that's considered the scorpion, but definitely changes his grip to have an unconventional form of offense on the left side of his body.
My goodness, a very phenomenal finish on the overhead from Jay Devilliers. Here's a look at championship court as they start game 2. Jay takes a big cut at the ball to get them started.
And I think if I'm in the Young and Devilliers camp, I'm going to commit to the drive. Just seemed like they were struggling with their rhythm on their drops, popping quite a few of them up. But when they just did the grip it and rip it strategy, it seemed to work out for them quite well.
Got themselves into a bit of a precarious situation, but Devilliers closed it.
3-0-2.
A hold on the grandstand.
Side out.
Yeah, nice volley there by Ryan Gilbert. Really stuck that.
0-3-1.
That was a tricky shot from Eric.
Yeah, a little misdirection up the Devilliers line. Got a little love from the net there. That's always nice when those go your way, but may have worked either way.
Second serve.
Long and Dawson earn one back now, 5-7 on the grandstand.
1-3-2.
Some nice defense from Callan Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson and Leung known for being two of the better counter punchers that we have on tour. They really just don't give a whole lot away, make their opponents earn everything they get.
There's the Dawson poach, though. 7-7. Making that one a game out on the grandstand. That's enough for Pablo Tejas and Federico Staksrud to try and cool them off. Now in a timeout. 3 apiece on championship court. And oh boy, make it 4 apiece.
Yeah, really smart attack there by Ryan Gilbert. When he got the pop-up, he knew that Devilliers would be shading middle, looking for that forehand. Went right into that big body.
Excuse me, 4-3. 5-3.
Again, going back behind Devilliers. He's so good with anticipating, but sometimes you can kind of catch a person leaning the wrong way if they over-anticipate.
5-3-2.
6-3. It's working on every cylinder right now for Eric and Ryan Gilbert.
Yeah, Devilliers did jam him up where he wasn't able to get his hands extended, but he was able to still get that ball back and keep that down. Yeah, nice job leaning in and using that backhand flick there.
So they earn the lead back yet again on the grandstand. They were up 7-4. Jay Devilliers overturning their own call.
Yeah, looked to be well inside the line. Pretty impressive ATP defense from Eric Gilbert there, being offensive and hitting that for a winner.
That reminds me of Thomas Wilson hitting the ATP back cross court. The ATP defense back cross court. I think MLP, that was a couple years ago or a year ago that one made the highlight reel.
Yeah, the players are getting so good. It used to just be quite an accomplishment just to get it back at all.
Watch your head.
Better watch it. Watch it. Wake up this morning. It's coming in hot.
9-3, 10.
Watch this. Yikes. They are just unloading on every single ball. It's 10-3 for Gilbert and Gilbert.
I think it's a good strategy on their part. They know they're playing some seasoned pros that don't have a lot of holes. Sometimes early offense is your best way to really push these teams and apply some scoreboard pressure.
Yeah, not even necessarily getting into points and having those dink rallies.
3-10-1.
The mentality of the full send, right? Committed aggression.
Absolutely. Well, that's why, Cameron, there's no one way to play. It's all about thinking about what you do well and trying to find a pattern where you feel like you'll have advantage. Sometimes that advantage is in the slow game. Sometimes it's less calculated and more just keeping every point up tempo.
Side out.
I think we've all been in that tournament position, right? When you're facing off against a team that's just playing a little bit different than you're used to and having to make the adjustments. It definitely puts you in a challenge position. It's game point for Gilbert and Gilbert.
Point game.
Game number 2. The 27 seed through the qualifier, taking down the 6th seed in game 2. We're going 3, the second match in a row.
Yeah, great job to take game 2 by the Gilbert brothers. They look confident and they look ready to come out firing in this deciding game 3 here, looking to pull off the upset.
Maybe taking some more risk and being aggressive from the start.
Well, I think to slow the Gilbert brothers down, they have to get more depth on the return. It's really going to come down mostly to the quality of their first volley, and it puts their volley under so much pressure if your return is short or weak. So they're going to have to take some risk on getting good depth on these returns.
It's a great save right there by Ryan.
Side out.
At this point, you know a little bit more about the players on the other side of the net too. Scouting report has started to definitely take more shape. My goodness!
Oh, looks like we've got a foot fault call.
Oh no, don't call
Ryan
it.
Gilbert
That
does
was
not like the call.
Amazing play. I mean, it definitely was a football, but gosh darn, that was cool. There's a look.
Yeah.
That's a very good call.
Yeah, great call by the official there. It's tough because he looks down at his feet and he's like, I'm clear, but depends on where you took off from.
Everyone's having a good laugh, even Jay and DJ. Brenda Alley is our head official, or lead official. Kenneth Reynolds, our second. They're having fun out there.
1-1-2. Side out.
Serve just long. Talked about some more risk. Maybe it comes from the service line as well.
1-1-1.
Trying to get real crafty with it, and it works. That is about as slippery as a shot as you will see.
Yeah, Devilliers just has no play on this. This is such a good disguise by Eric Gilbert.
Second serve.
Like the play by Ryan, though. He had the ball he was looking for, just unable to convert there, but they seem to be right in this match, still really pushing Devilliers and Young.
Definitely the paddle's fault.
I always blame mine.
Well,
I know that.
I mean, you got to, right?
Yeah, not a terrible play to be aggressive there. It looks like he just kind of was standing straight up on that one and floated a little long.
2-1.
Yeah, and Ryan Gilbert had some success last game and
going back behind Devilliers. Tried to do it again there, but very easy ball to pull wide. I'd rather see him just aim right for the body there rather than trying to go outside the body and find that wide location.
Took some pace off the ATP. That's one way to get it done.
And this is really where Devilliers and Young, in my opinion, have the biggest advantage. The more of these kitchen points that they can get into, I really feel like that tempo is where they're best suited. They just have struggled to get established throughout this match on a consistent basis.
And he catches him. Ryan Gilbert, he's got a, I don't know if we'll say verticality to his game, maybe some pretty insane jumps right here to cop the corner.
Yeah, he's got kind of a sneaky spring in his step, and it's coming just in time. Yeah, and if you're Eric Gilbert there, obviously you don't want to make unforced errors, but he was trying to be aggressive and assertive with that dink. To some degree, those are in the budget. They're not going to win by being passive here, and they know that.
Speaking of being aggressive, Jay Devilliers taking out the one-hand backhand drive.
Yeah.
6-2. Jay Devilliers a few weeks ago, and one of the things he quoted in saying was, if you wait to win, you're not going to win. Right now it's 6-2. They're not waiting to win.
Yeah, I love that quote from Devilliers. It seems like the progression of the game, you know, for the longest time, it was really just keep your errors down, wait for the mistake. But with paddle technology and the level of athlete coming in, you really have to be in more of that create opportunities for yourself mindset.
Obviously, they were pushed after dropping game number 2. It's now 7-2 in game number 3.
Second serve. 2-7-2.
Heads up into the crowd. And you're already starting to see a much different Jay Devilliers and DJ Young, just in terms of the aggressiveness and the movement in their step.
Yeah, I think they're getting a better rhythm on the pace of shot coming from the Gilbert brothers, and they're geared up, expecting that fastball just about every time, and they've been up to the task here in game 3.
Love the put away in terms of just great placement, not trying to do too much.
Yeah, the ball was above the height of the net. Knew he could just kind of punch down on that one and keep the advantage.
He had success with it earlier on. That one a little bit lower.
Yeah, we talked about the degree of difficulty of that shot. It's not going to be one that you're going to make every time. And unfortunately for them, game 3 is kind of slipping away for them here.
Second serve. 9-2. Side out.
A little bit of a window open here for the Gilbert brothers with the missed serve. They've got quite a deficit here at 2-9, though.
Second serve.
DJ
took a little pace off that one, just put it in the court.
Yeah, so often when you're in a positional advantage, you want to be in that mindset of just patient aggression, maintaining control, but not necessarily always looking for that put away till it really presents itself.
Ryan Gilbert with another really athletic move here.
And that's how they've gotten the majority of their points. I'd like to see them just kind of redline their game and go for it here with the deficit that they're in.
Eric Lang again working to drop that ball on the third shot.
Gilbert, rather. Eric
Oh,
Lang was
Eric Lang was our last match. Thank you.
No worries, no worries.
One Eric to another Eric. Good catch. It's been all DJ Young and Jay Devilliers here in game number 3. Match point. The 6th seed survives after dropping game number 2.
Yeah, they were definitely pushed by the Gilbert brothers. Credit to them for coming through the qualifiers. But once Young and Devilliers really just made it a point to get to the kitchen line, that's where I feel like they had their biggest advantage. Were able to look very comfortable to close out that match.
So Jay Devilliers and DJ Young are moving on, but a solid tournament. You got to feel pretty good about yourself if you're the Gilbert brothers, pushing this 6th seed to the limit. We'll be back with more from Championship Court.